Hi, and welcome to another episode of Math Made Easy by Mrs. Roberts. This episode is going to focus on the introduction to oblique triangles. So, up until this point, we have worked with a lot of right triangles, and you're going to see the right triangle right here on the left side of the screen. And right triangles were really cool because by having 1 degree or one angle, 90 degrees, we were able to solve so many things about this triangle. We could solve the side length A if we knew what C was by doing sine. Sine of 34 degrees gave us A over C. And if we knew either A or C, we could figure out the other side length. Cosine of 34 degrees was adjacent over hypotenuse, which is B over C, and tangent of 34 degrees was opposite over adjacent. And if we had any one of those, A, B, or C, all we needed was one side length, then we could solve the entire triangle and figure out the other side length. So it was super cool, and it made it really easy to solve for these side lengths. Now, that only worked for right triangles. If you look over on the right side of the screen, we have what we call an oblique triangle. And an oblique triangle is a triangle that does not have a 90-degree angle. Now, the basic right triangle trig isn't going to work with an oblique triangle. However, we still can figure out what these side lengths are and what these angles are using two really, really cool properties, and we call them law of sines and law of cosines. And law of sines and law of cosines allows us to solve oblique triangles, which is really cool. And so in future videos, what we are going to do is we are actually going to apply the law of sines and the law of cosines, but law of sines and law of cosines are used for non-right triangles, and they will be derived by splitting an oblique triangle into two right triangles, and then using what we know here in order to figure out the rest of this. So in future videos, we're going to apply law of sines, law of cosines. I'm not sure if I'm going to derive them or if I'm going to show you the formulas and then work them out. But yeah, that's what we're in for.